Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I'm on here to share how young men and women are allowing, don't even know it. It's so many things in this world that people are unaware of. Unaware. People are unaware. They unaware. Young men and women are allowing, they're allowing, they are allowing the devil to use them. The young man or woman that's mean at people, that's looking at people real mean, they're allowing the devil to use them. Young men and women are allowing the devil to use them. The devil is using young men and women when they're looking at people mean, looking at people real mean. Okay? The devil is using them. They're being used. The devil is using young men and women. The young men and women who are letting the devil use them to look at people mean or unaware. A lot of young men and women are the devil's mouthpiece. A lot of young men and women are the devil's mouthpiece. The devil is he's using young men and women. The women that's cussing folks out, the woman that's cussing people out, the devil is using them. The devil is he's using young men and women. The young man is walking around looking at people mean mugging folks. The woman that's cussing folks out, the devil is using them. A lot of people in this world are the devil's mouthpiece, and a lot of people think the devil ain't real. And the devil is using you like a puppet. He got his hand up your back. He using you. The young man is walking around thinking he's so hard. The devil using him. He being used. The young woman that's cussing folks out and calling people out their name, they're being used. The devil is he's using them. They are being used. Okay? Idle hands are the devil's workshop. And idle lips are the devil's mouthpiece. A lot of young men and women in this world are the devil's mouthpiece. They let the devil use them and they don't even know it. So my battle is not against flesh and blood. It's not with that person. It's with that spirit, with that evil spirit. The devil is using them. They're being used and they don't even know it. The young man that's mean mugging folks, that's looking at people mean, he being used. The young woman that's cussing folks out, she being used. She don't know it. Unaware. They don't know. But as a Christian man who has a relationship with Jesus, my battle ain't against flesh and blood. Ephesians 6:10 said, be strong in the Lord. And put on the armor of God, the word of God, so you can take your stand against the devil's scheme. My battle ain't against flesh and blood. My battle is not against flesh and blood. It's not. It's not against flesh and blood. It's not. The battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and darkness. There are evil spirits in this world. Okay? My problem is not with that man, it's not with that woman, it's with that spirit rising up. The devil is very real. And what he doing, he using people that are against Christ. They're being used. They don't even know it. They're being used every day. The devil is using them. So my battle is not against flesh and blood. The spirit of fear come from the devil. The spirit of cussing, that come from the devil. My battle ain't against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and darkness. It's a scheme from the devil. So I come against those spirits. The devil don't like it when you pray against him, because he don't want that person to be set free. So my battle is not against flesh and blood. Okay? Some don't want to hear the truth of Jesus Christ because they don't think the devil is real. But my battle ain't against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and darkness. Ephesians 6:10 said, be strong in the Lord. Put on the armor, guys, so you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. My battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against principalities and darkness. There are a lot of evil spirits in this world. I ain't talking about no movies. I know the devil is real. I seen it. I seen the devil working in somebody. So my battle ain't against flesh and blood. But the men and women today in this world, the mean mug and looking mean, that's a spirit. The devil is using them. As Christian men and women, we got to look past that. It's not them. We got to ignore that, because our battle ain't against flesh and blood. Ephesians 6:10. It's against principalities and darkness. Bye-bye.